Welcome everyone to Daytona International Speedway. Also welcome to the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. Starts here in Daytona, and of course we'll wrap up in 9 months at Phoenix International Raceway on NBC Sports. Hi everyone, Marty, Snider, Jeff Burton joining you here to talk about the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. So let's go back to Phoenix in 2023 though, Jeff. Ryan Blaney wins the championship. Team Penske somehow pulls one out of the hat again. Could they maybe do that a third year in a row, you think?
Well, they've done it too, so I'm not going to count them out again. You know, we talk a lot about what's most important, winning races or winning championships. The fact of the matter is, in today's world, it's about winning races at the right time. The playbook, Penske's written it. You got to be right at the right time, win races at the end of the year. You could be a champion. Done it 2 years in a row.
Who is, in your mind, 2024 a really big year for?
Well, a couple people stand out, and not necessarily for great reasons, but Austin Dillon had a horrible year last year. Kyle Busch came in, won 3 races. He's got to be able to match that tempo. Suarez, he's been open about talking about it. They need to be better than they were last year. And then the 2 Penske development drivers, Austin Cindric and Harrison Burton, both of those guys did not have good first 2 years. Cindric did win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, correct.
That was a big deal.
That was a big deal, yeah.
The consistency wasn't there. You know what Penske thinks they should have with those young drivers, so both of them have to find a way to step up.
So let's talk about on the flip side of that, who could 2024 be a very good year for, in your opinion?
Brad Keselowski. He's such a talented race car driver. He is still super hungry. I actually think his teammate winning those races last year, although he loved it as a car owner, he hated it as a driver. And so I think you're going to see him step up. And the other guy is Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott and his team, with the injuries last year, Chase and his team, the way it happened and the penalty, they never got into a rhythm. And remember, this is still a new car. If you miss races, you have a disadvantage that's very hard to make up. So I think that they're going to come back and they're going to be very, very fast. They had some good races when he came back. Not what they needed. They needed great races. They weren't there. But I think this year they'll answer the call.
How do you view the season for Kyle Larson? I mean, I look at the 8 DNS and say, man, there was so much more on the table last year. But you look at his year this year, not only the Cup Series schedule, but a little race thrown in the middle in the Indianapolis 500 in the month of May. How does he manage this year?
Well, and he also owns the Sprint Car Dirt Series now,
correct.
too, right?
Yeah,
He's juggling a lot. First of all, I think we're blessed to have him running in the Indy 500. I think it's great for all the motorsports. I think he's capable. He's used to running a ton of races. I don't think it's a distraction at all. It is a bigger deal than running a Friday night race and then coming to a race on Sunday. It is a bigger deal than that. But he's accustomed to it. He's used to it. He has enough talent to adjust. I'm fascinated to watch how well he does. I think he's going to do really, really good. I think he's going to surprise some IndyCar regulars because he's that talented. And then I think here he's going to win races on a consistent basis. They could have won way more races than they won last year. You mentioned it. And to be blunt, most of those weren't their fault. Most of those were things that happened to them that really were out of their control. The things that weren't in their control, they can fix that, and they will fix it. But the one thing that they don't search for is speed. And with speed, you can win races.
So there is a new Toyota car. There's a new Ford car. Who has the advantage in that area? I know it's way too early to make that prediction, but will that help both of those organizations or both of those manufacturer groups?
Well, I'm sure Toyota was disappointed with qualifying here, for the Daytona 500. Can they take a disadvantage in speed and turn it into an advantage in handling? Did the manufacturer do a trade-off? Did they say, hey, look, Daytona, Talladega about missing the wrecks. We get in position, we can still win those races, but this car is going to run well better at every other kind of racetrack. We don't know that yet. It's too early to tell.
Speaking of way too early predictions, who is your way too early championship for Phoenix right now?
Oh, my goodness. So, it is really early. But, look, you have to give the champion his due. So I'm going to put Blaney back in. Larson, we talked about him. He's too good to keep out. New guy coming in, Tyler Reddick.
Really?
I just like what they're doing. I really enjoy watching them race. I think they've got speed. I think it's another year they're together. Tyler Reddick's my new guy. And then let's go Christopher Bell. I think he's got a great shot.
Christopher Bell seems to find his way into the championship for every year. Well, plenty more to come here from Daytona on NBCSports.com. We'll see you throughout until the end and the winner of the Daytona 500.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.